Hi Sagittarius, welcome to your reading for September 2019. This is for Sagittarius Sun, Moon, or Rising. You could have Jupiter. You get many planets. You are intuitively guided. You're in love with Sagittarius. Whatever brought you, welcome. I'm so happy you came. I was looking at your card when I was shuffling earlier, Temperance, and I thought to myself, it's a perfect representation of you. That you have this fiery nature, right? But you also have this very, very loving, loving and passionate side. And when a Sagittarius is balanced, there is nothing more beautiful, nothing sexier. When you have balance, it really is beautiful. So I thought, what a perfect card to represent you, right? The fire and the water. And what's Temperance? One of her main messages is about patience, letting things develop, right? So that may be one of your, you may find that as one of your challenges in life is developing patience. And it doesn't mean like just waiting, doing nothing. I think patience, how you develop it is you keep yourself focused on some type of creative idea and allow your imagination just to go wild with that. Anyway, I just thought it was interesting, so I wanted to bring that up. So, welcome to your September reading. I'm shooting this in August, the end of August. It is rainy. Actually, my phone just gave me an alert, which I don't know if I've ever gotten one. It was an emergency alert that we're going to have flash flooding and what have you. And I mean, it hasn't even, it's rain, but so I don't know. I think that may be for you. Okay, that was in reverse. I'm supposed to leave it that way. Alright, my loves. Evidently, I've begun your reading. And your first card is the Wheel of Fortune. It is in reverse. I was going to flip it around, but it's supposed to be in reverse. That's okay. The one thing about the wheel, no matter what direction, is we really have control over it, right? It's our destiny. And if much of our destiny has been written, then we really control, it's the ebb and flow. Maybe it's our reaction within that ebb and flow. Okay. So this is a deck of major arcanas. I'm using it for the month of September. I used it in one of my past life readings, and the messages were fantastic, so we're going to use them for this month. And we'll bring some other decks in too. So we have the Wheel of Fortune. It's in reverse, but don't worry. We have the Star, card of Aquarius, card of Hope. We have the Empress. She's the master of all queens, of all the queens. She's mastered, not of the queen, she's mastered all the queen's energies. Therefore, she's the Empress. This is someone who has gone through a lot, had a lot of ebb and flows in her life, in his life. If you're a male, this could certainly be you. If you, just say you're more emotional than a lot of men. Well, men are more emotional than they show. I know this. But maybe you just, you call yourself someone who's emotional. Anyways, this person has been through a lot. This also makes her very wise counsel. Maybe I should rephrase that. That sounded very stiff. She always has your ear. Matter of fact, I feel like the energy of the star is really getting its energy from the Empress, whether asked or just known that it's needed. Let's see. With the High Priestess. And we have Justice. I wasn't going to take this many, but this is what wanted to come out. The first thing I'm looking at is they're all looking at me, except for the image in the star. And I'm actually gonna teach some tarot classes because I've just had so many people ask me, and this is one of the first lessons I guess I would give, in how I do tarot. I'm only claiming how I do tarot. But what I look for, even if I don't even know what the card means, are they looking at me? Are they looking back? Are they looking forward? Are they looking up? Are they looking down? And 3 of them are looking directly at me. And then I look at the eyes. Because the eyes have a story to tell. And, there's a real peacefulness. Whether it's here or not, because I have this wheel, so this is what I know, that something is not in movement for you, okay? Something that I know you want to bring to you with the star card. This is something, and something you've been putting, maybe I could say, emotional effort into. Okay, I don't know where I just went there. It's just like there is a well of stories that I know are all yours. You know what I mean? That's what I'm feeling right now. Like I don't even know where to begin. There's like a well, and it's filled with everyone's stories, and I don't even know where to begin. There's just too many. There's too many. But what I do know is it's like the universe is putting us all together. And excuse what I'm about to say. I hope you can follow what I'm going to say. But I feel like all of a sudden, like we're all together and we're being planted in the ground, and we're all in dirt, in this rich soil. Rich soil. Our heads are above the ground. And it's like the universe at one time raining down on us, right? Giving us water, giving us nutrients with the sun, like all at one time. And I have the image of Mother Earth in front of me, Mother Earth. So I really have no clue where this is going right now. I'm sure we'll get clarity. Otherwise, it wouldn't have come up. But, yeah. And maybe it's as a collective we heal each other. But it's not happening. Okay, so something's not happening. All right, let's keep going. Look at the bottom of the deck. Temperance, your card. So, you know, I'm thinking back now what I said earlier. Clearly this is about some type of balance. And I feel like it would be either in your emotional body. I feel like it probably is. So I feel like that's what needs balance, something within there, something within the emotional body. Okay? Male and female. I definitely want to include male here because I'm definitely feeling, when I'm feeling like, make sure you include male here. Which I always do. I just don't always say it. Okay. Alright, okay. It's like, what deck am I going to use? I have a deck right here. This is the Universal Tarot. We are going to give this deck a shuffle or two. It's so weird, I'm like fumbling. You know, I was watching, I think it was America's Got Talent, and there was a magician on there who was doing card tricks, sleight of hand. And I thought to myself, you know, I have a deck in my hand every day, most of the day, that I'm starting to teach myself. You know, I thought, let's make it interesting. As I learn, I'll show you. Okay. Alright, let's figure this out, guys. Let's start at the wheel, because it is what we have the Sun and the Five of Pentacles. Sun is card of Leo. I feel like someone's left their childhood home, maybe leaving your family. I feel like someone's doing something before they felt ready to do it. And I do feel, you know, like whatever it is I'm leaving, I certainly have beautiful memories of. Doesn't mean I don't have some dark memories. But as I'm leaving, I'm thinking of that. And I feel kind of like your hand is forced here. I feel like someone has to leave someone behind, and you don't want to. Like, I don't have a choice. I have to leave him behind. Why? Okay. Alright, we have the Ten of Swords. We have the Chariot. And we have Judgment. Wow, okay. This is like a puzzle for me. You know, this is why I love doing readings, because I feel like a detective, and I'm being given snippets, just like a detective, and I have to put them together and figure it out. And this is what I love about it, because I don't know, it always shows up. Anyway. I feel like someone's leaving. Why am I having a hard time saying this? Okay, I'm just going to say it. I feel like someone is leaving. I feel like you may be leaving a child behind. I don't feel like you want to. Or maybe you're waiting to, maybe you're waiting to take your child and yourself and leave. Okay? I definitely feel the energy of leaving something behind that is not going to be easy. Okay? And I know for someone, it's your child. This may still be in thought. It may not have taken form yet. I do feel like it's almost like you don't really have a choice. Somebody may have passed away, and for some reason it changes things for you. You know, it changes your circumstances. Someone I feel is kind of sneaking away. I don't think you want the person that you're leaving to know that you're leaving. I feel like you all have some form of help. So, you know, I know that it's hard. Whatever this step is, well, I can't believe I still don't know exactly. You know, I think it is. I think we're back in the well again. I think there's so many different scenarios here that I can't pinpoint it. But I know one thing. I feel the energy of leaving something behind, someone behind. And, you know, it's emotionally hard. I kind of feel like I don't have a choice. Again, whether I'm being pushed out or sneaking out, I know I have to go. You know, I know this. You may put it off or someone's stopping you. You may have even begun this journey and then, I don't know, I feel like for some of you, like you lost someone. I'm not predicting this at all. That is, okay, I want you to understand that. I don't feel anything like that. I feel like this is something that would have happened already. And, you know, I'm looking, I have the Empress down here, so it could be someone's mother too. You know, you lost your mother and it puts you in different circumstances. Or you start moving, you know, towards the changes. I mean, maybe it didn't, I don't know, but then you may have lost your mother. Or you could be going back to where your mother used to live. I know, so many scenarios. So we're going to move on a little bit so we can pinpoint this. I know one thing though. We have judgment here, and judgment is a call to action. And really what it wants is you to have a rebirth. You know, this is the energy for some of being reborn. You know, what it's showing me, whatever energy has the wheel stuck right now, I know that you're going to move beyond it, which, you know, we all knew you were going to move beyond it sooner or later. But I feel like what it's saying is once I'm able to move beyond that, then we have the Chariot coming in. And Chariot is above the star as it sits right now. So I know I want this Chariot to come in. But if the Chariot does come in, then I'm about to begin a new life. You know, I'm about to begin a new life. And I can't take that lightly. You know, after all, there are some things, you know, even if I feel like, I mean, you do the Ten of Swords here. So I could be in that heavy Ten of Swords energy. That's mental, you know, but this is getting beyond that mental energy to arrive at the Chariot. Anyway, you know, it wasn't all bad. That's all I know. It wasn't all bad. Nonetheless, okay, let's keep going. So, you know, my life is going to change. Am I ready for that? Am I ready for that? I don't know. I feel someone may have found out that they're pregnant and you're running away. Yeah, I kind of feel like you're running away from wherever you're at. I don't feel like you're, you know, I feel like you're keeping the baby and all that. Just feel like you. Okay. I know one thing though, the High Priestess here, the feelings that you feel, it's guidance, right? It's your intuition kicking in. You know, it just reminded me of, like, what do you call that? When your lights go down and you can pull it. What the hell's that called? Oh my God. A generator. You know, it's like pulling the cord to get in tune with your higher self here. You know, I'm shuffling and shuffling, and I'm thinking, what am I doing here? Why do I have these cards? I used the wrong cards to clarify. That, okay. I didn't know what I was doing there for a second. Wow, that's weird. Okay, my mind is so over here that I'm not paying attention to what my hands are doing. Okay, but we're gonna keep going. We're gonna keep reading above it. There's your Two of Wands. So there's your movement. I feel like it's you saying yes to whatever. You know, first of all, I know what's coming for you is pleasant energy. It's coming through the Chariot. So it's coming through balance. Even if I don't feel balanced, you know what I mean? Like, if you're leaving something that's really toxic, and you know, let's just say you're leaving someone and they just been so toxic to you, and you get your own little apartment and you have nothing, right? You got nothing. And you know, you don't know what you're going to do and all that, but there's this peace within you. So there's this peace in the midst of the storm. That's your higher self. It's a reminder that you can call on that energy at any time. It's there. You all have felt it. You know, I feel like I'm getting notification right now to make that clear. Like, this is how you, like, you know, everybody talks about spirituality and they can feel this and they can feel that. Well, what about me? Like, I don't feel anything. You do. You're just not recognizing what it is yet. And by the way, once you start to recognize these signs, or, you know, just be like, beautiful. Thank you. That's what I do. I'm like, gotcha. Thank you. You get more and more and more and more. You're open to it. It's not that you're getting more. You're always getting them. You're just now open to it. Maybe that's judgment. It's the rebirth of that. Anyway, this is you moving forward. I have the Prince of Swords coming over the High Priestess. Well, he's about communication. You know, some of you may start to get communication from your mother. And maybe you've never had it before. I do feel like someone's going to get communication. I have to say mother again. because it's all coming back into the Empress. Maybe you're hoping and wishing for it. I feel like you're going to receive it. Prince of Swords, I feel like, is the energy of this communication to you. I'm looking at Temperance up there. I don't know if you can see. You probably can't. But Temperance is kind of looking over the whole spread. So, we have to go back to that balance. Justice ending this with balance. You know, I feel like Justice in the upright is usually karma paid off. Right? I'm done with that. It is about a new cycle. We have the wheel again in reverse. So, no movement yet. Even though I do feel like you gotta get in movement. And I know some of you may be coming up against someone who's trying to stop you, and maybe that's why you're sneaking out. I do feel like you'll be successful. With the Empress here, I would say, you know, be wise. You know, if I need to make a plan like that, remember, you know, and I'm feeling kind of shaky or something like that. It's to remember who you are. You know, you are, I mean, you're Temperance, first of all. Hello. And it's just to remember all the tools that you have, right? Anyway, it's about not shutting your heart down, though. This has nothing to do. It's almost like saying, you know, whatever you're leaving, don't allow it to affect how you're going to love going forward. Don't do it. Don't allow it to affect you in that way, okay? Some of you maybe it's news of a divorce. Divorce is granted. I have the Four of Cups, but it is in reverse. Wow. You know, I feel like that's just about knowing what to do now. Like, now I know what to do. Some of you, I mean, it's your mother. I mean, it could certainly be a grandmother. But it's that type of love. Like, I don't feel like it's really a father. I feel more female. I mean, it could be. Maybe your father was who raised you. Anyway, I definitely feel their guidance. And I feel you're feeling that guidance. So there's movement because I feel like I hear the communication and then I know what to do. The four in reverse to me is really moving from the foundation that I was, right? I'm moving to a new foundation. I'll have a new type of foundation under my feet. I have the Queen of Wands and I have the Seven of Wands. You know, coming over justice. So for some of you, you may have been defending yourself in a court of law. And, you know, you may have been, wow, you may have been tired of it. Whatever it is, I feel like a lot of you just really tired. We're tired of, you know, certain circumstances in your life. Just tired of it. But this coming over justice, I feel like for you, it's the end of the defensive type of energy. It's, you know, being able to put it down. And it's also the energy of not caring so much what other people think. Just not caring. You know, if you're coming from the higher vibration, then that's all you need to know, right? You don't need everyone to agree with you. You just know that you know that you know, right? You just know. You know. Okay, interesting. I'm taking this all up. that. We have the Fool on the bottom of the deck, so my granddaughter, it's weird, I said my granddaughter does that to me. She'll just be telling me a story, an emotional story, and she'll be like, so. Alright. We're going to go below now. You know, we could look at his past, present, future energy. All potential, right? All potential. I feel like something's happening around Thanksgiving for someone. Something that you want to happen around Thanksgiving. I feel like it's going to happen. Just something that you want to happen. Maybe for the first time. I don't know. Okay. What we're going to do now is we're going to go below. Yeah, Scorpio had a lot of energy of divorce in their reading, and I feel some of you are also going through divorce. You know, I feel like you'll be fine. In the long run. I know it may not feel it right now. Okay, let's come on, let's begin. Alright, I have the Prince of Swords again. I have the Nine of Cups under the star. Beautiful. Wow. I mean, both are really about your dreams coming true, right? And they're backing each other up here. I mean, they're backing each other up. Look at that. I have Justice. So you're being released from something. You're being released from something, whether it just be through, or whether it just be a heaviness that's been with you. You know, I feel like someone maybe, you feel like you've been cursed in your life, and something may be happening. You know, I'm seeing the night sky. Something may be happening that lightens your load, so to speak. Puts the fire back in your belly that then, you know, triggers something else and triggers something else. Anyway, what beautiful energy. And I feel like there's some of you moving out of your mother's house. Let's get the rest of our cards. Look at that, with the Empress again. Wow. What's going on here? Over the with the High Priestess over her. Well, hello, Ten of Cups. Under Justice. Sagittarius, what's going on here? Okay, let me look at this. Well, I have to say again, there's definitely an energy here of mothers guiding you. You know, speaking if you can hear, touching if you can feel, that type of thing. But it doesn't even matter because the guidance is there. I mean, you don't have to be like able to truly connect to receive. You just don't have to. Just makes it easier, right? Because then you're mixing your potent energy in the mix. Okay, anyway. I feel like some of you are moving to this Ten of Cups. And I don't know why I'm not yet feeling a relationship. And I'm thinking about the Sun that came out earlier. There's some type of, I'm telling you, something, you're being released from something. And due to that, you have the opportunity of finding your way, of finding yourself in the Ten of Cups. I have the Nine of Cups here. So that tells me and Justice right before that, holding the sword up. Right? So I need to fulfill whatever's in this Nine of Cups before I can move forward. That is emotional understanding. I think I said that earlier where there wasn't. It is, if I need it to move on, it's the understanding of each of the cups and how they've affected me in my life. Right? I've based decisions, off my emotional thinking. I've done a lot of things from that energy. How's it affected me? When the cup is knocked over, what did it, does it mean anything? Or, what's some of it just karmic? Because I feel like there's this, I can just, I gotta let it go, or I gotta look at it. So then I can, maybe that's why the wheel's in reverse. I gotta let it go. Or be willing to look at it so I can erect the cup back up. I do feel like there's no movement until I have that. Well, how could it be? How could I be in the Ten of Cups energy, which is very balanced, if I don't have my emotional balance yet? So, of course, I can't go there yet. Doesn't take it away. Just, it's like Justice is saying, maybe this is a karmic lesson, and Justice just like to learn it. Maybe part of the lesson, definitely emotional, but it may be learning how to nurture yourself, taking care of yourself, and taking care of others, like being open and loving. Remember, the Empress is the master of all the Queen's energy. So, Justice right below that. I'm going to stop you. Because what you're asking for with the wheel, you're asking for this, is the Ten of Cups. Right? Catacorning from each other. Opening and closing. So we open with the wheel in reverse, we close with the Ten of Cups upright. That's what I'm asking for. And here it is. So it exists. But to get there, there's a lesson. Because my energy can't vibrate at the Ten of Cups energy when I still have cups, emotional cups knocked over. I didn't clean up my mess. I gotta clean up my own mess. This is my mess. Nobody else's. Like, that's what Justice is asking for you. And a karmic lesson. Well, you only have to learn it once. That's the good news. So if you have already gone through it, you don't want it to come back to you, right? Because you refuse to look at it in the end. I mean, you've already done the hard work. You've gone through it. Right? Now it's just about needing to look at it for whatever the reason. If I can't let it go, I don't have to look at it if I can just let it go. I've done that. Some things I'm just able to let go. And other things I needed to look at. So I could move forward. So I totally get it. Okay. But again, I have this Prince of Swords under this wheel, almost like waiting for communication to come in. Waiting for some type of truth to come in. Something to come in that you can then move from. Let's see. Bottom of the deck, by the way, we have the Queen of Pentacles, Virgo, Taurus, Capricorn. This is a woman who puts together a plan. She puts a plan together. You know, she knows that sometimes, you know, sometimes it's great to go by the big picture and forget all the little details. But she says sometimes you need to look at those details because the glory is in the details. The story is in the details. The healing is in the details. And these are details that only you know. Okay? Only you know. So, I don't want to say only you can heal it, but I kind of do feel that. Which means that you're capable of it, right? I mean, sometimes I think of the human body as one big liver. We keep regenerating ourselves, and we just have to allow it. Allow it. Okay, anyway. Oh, did I put the cards back on top? I did. Let me just take them off. There's that sun. Alright, I want to see what the Prince of Swords needs to bring in for you. You have the Page of Cups and the Knight of Wands. I'm noticing the Page is seeing, I'm noticing they're both seeing their shadows. So it may be the energy of working through my shadows. Working through my shadows. This is about self-work, I know that, with the Page. Right? I'm learning to love myself here. It's also about the energy of love just being in your atmosphere. It's there. There's love in the atmosphere. It's showing the storm, right? So, you know, learning to love myself, what it really means is I'm learning to nurture myself after the war. Think of yourself as gone to war, and you come back, you just want to nurture yourself. Sometimes you don't have to figure it all out. You just have to nurture yourself. Allow yourself to go through it and then rise above it. Nonetheless, it is showing it. You know, but I'm going to say one thing, though. I know that the majority of you know what you want. Like, I feel like the majority of you know what you want. And I feel like it is things, you know, things, people that you've been asking for. You know, trying to manifest. You've been putting the energy out. You've been thinking about your vibration, all that. Right? You're more cautious of... I don't know if cautious is the right word. Wow, look at this. So we're moving over the Nine of Cups, including the energy we just talked about. We have the Three of Pentacles. We have the Ten of Cups. Wow, I just realized that. And we have the Hangman in reverse. And that's a good thing. You know, that's an awakening. That's an epiphany that just sets everything in motion. This is about setting things in motion. You have the Three of Pentacles on the other side of that. So this tells me this is the merging of people, whether it be, I mean, I got the Ten of Cups here too. So maybe emerging of a family. You know, there may be someone who has, you know, you may have 3 kids or 2 kids and they have a kid and you come together, right? The family comes together. And showing it coming together, showing your awareness over it too. So I know that you know now that it's possible. I mean, why wouldn't it be possible? It's just some of us are further away from it, right? It doesn't mean it's not possible. Some of us are just further away. But there's, there's shortcuts we can take. Maybe we spent too much time on one person, right? Maybe you need to go allow yourself to fall in love, and, what will be, will be. Anyway, you're having some type of awareness. Something is reaching you. I can tell you that. Something is reaching you. Well, Prince of Swords, so it's still not really telling me. It's showing me something coming in. This I know. And it's showing that it's pretty big. And, for some of you, it is the awareness that I can have the Ten of Cups. Let's keep going. Sometimes I don't like to say anything unless I'm sure. But I'm feeling good about it, I can tell you that. Some of you may be hoping to get pregnant, become a mother. Well, here it is, right? Justice and the Empress going into the Queen of the Ten of Cups. 2 becoming 3, becoming a family. So you may be hearing somehow of this. Look at that, and I have the Knight of Swords again. Wow, you're hearing, there is something coming into you. Okay, whether you're hearing it, physically hearing it, or whether you're hearing it in your head, in your heart, there's something that's coming into you, and again, it's like you're being released. The Hangman now has awareness and is ready to move. The Hangman is wiser than he was before he started. He's now wiser, okay? And I know with the Hangman in reverse, you're seeking. You're seeking something. Almost like, so what do I do? What do I do? Kind of thing. And you're receiving something, and I'm just telling you, it's releasing you, and then what? I don't know, it's like you start to get these great ideas, and you're not afraid of them. You're just moving in them. So, wow, it's like a light switch. Okay. Maybe there's something big happening in the sky for you. I wish I knew more. I watched this a seminar about the 12 houses last night, and I was so excited to watch. I'm like, you know what? I'm really going to learn it. And I even got a tablet out and a pen. I was going to write down bullet points. And I watched about 20 minutes of it, and my mind was wandering out. And I thought to myself, why can't I learn this information? It's like my brain doesn't want to comprehend it. Other things I could do for hours and I could do for hours and hours and hours, but when it comes to that, for some reason, I don't know. So I have a block there. And I was even upset with myself. I'm like, damn it. And I shut it off. Okay. I have the Hierophant. Carter Taurus. I'm sorry. I don't think I've really been calling out names. Some of you are physically getting keys to what may be your dream home. You may be hearing news. Maybe it was held up in a court of law or held up in red tape. Something. But I feel like you're going to hear news of it. And wow, I'm excited for you. Because I feel like there's movement very quickly. Good dad, I have the Magician, I have the Ten of Pentacles, and I have the Moon. Maybe some of you don't know where you're moving yet. And I have Six of Pentacles. I know some of you are dealing with an earth sign. So the Queen up here, Queen of Pentacles, and Six, maybe Virgo, maybe not. I have Pisces here too, though. I have Taurus, I have Libra, Cancer, you, Sagittarius, Leo. I've got everyone, right? Anyway, I have the Magician going into the Ten of Pentacles. So this is the ability to manifest my Ten of Pentacles. Ten of Pentacles. Remember before I felt like your foundation was going to be changed? Well, here again, I feel that. For some of you, I don't think you know where it's at yet. It's just what you're working on. You may be saving up for it, or you may be putting like a real, law of attraction type of energy into play. Like you may have a dream board and all that. But I feel like, for some reason, I feel with the Moon, there's a little bit of uncertainty of where. So maybe I know what I want. I don't know where I want it. I know what type of house I want. I don't know exactly where it's at yet. That type of thing. It feels like a community, though. I have to say that. It does feel like a community. And I feel like there's a lot of you, with this Hangman, like having this awareness now, I feel like there's a change in your energy too. Because I feel like it's almost like Nirvana for you right now is about your ability to also give. Like you have this hunger in you to give back. I feel like some of you have this hunger to live like in a community where you can really be involved. But maybe you don't know how. Like, I don't know the first steps, but you may be starting to get this calling towards that. And, the Hangman here in the awareness position, this is saying, these epiphanies, these feelings, again, that you get, it's a good time to follow them. Because no matter where we go here, we end up in the Ten of Cups, the Ten of Pentacles, right? Your energy, we have the Sun. So there's nothing to fear but fear itself. I feel like you're definitely that it's just becoming stronger and stronger. And maybe you don't become rich off it. I don't even know. I don't think so. But I feel like you become rich. It just gives you a joy beyond measure. Maybe you don't know this yet. What I'm feeling is like you see the reaction of your helping. It's almost like standing on a stage with, a stadium that's filled with people. And you're on the stage and the spotlight's on you. And you may be scared shitless. I don't know what the hell I'm doing. But then you open your mouth or you pick up your guitar, whatever it is, and you let loose. And the energy that you receive back is just so amazing. It just feels every cell in your body. And this is what you feel like when you give, and you even get to, because I feel like it's important you to see it, right? I don't feel like all of a sudden I'm just going to feel like giving money to the Red Cross. Not a bad thing to do. But it's not that. I feel like in some way, you may be put in a position to help. Maybe a stranger, to be honest. But I feel through your help, you get to see the reaction, and it just starts everything. Anyway, boy, that's a real internal piece for you. Just so you know that, if you've never gone down that road. And listen, something you can do is try volunteering somewhere. Start small and just watch yourself expand, because you will. I know it. I can feel it here. Almost like you're going to be, I don't even have to worry, because I feel like you're going to be there anyway. Okay. I have the Five of Wands. I have the Strength card, card of Leo. I have the Page of Pentacles. And I have the Death card, card of Scorpio. Under the Empress, by the way. Some of you, I know you've lost your mother. Grandmother, something, and it's not about the sadness here at all. It's the opposite. It's about getting excited to know that you can actually connect. And whether you feel it or not right now, those epiphanies are being sent or being put in place, what have you, whenever it's your time to move on it. So pay attention, and understand, this is coming from your loved ones. I don't know. I just feel it's kind of beautiful right now. Okay. I'm looking here, and I have energy of people or someone who in the past I butted heads with, let's say. What am I trying to say here? I feel like, you know what, I don't want to say just a person. I feel like this is more of an energy of almost like knowing that I've given something all I could give. There's nothing else to learn. That type of thing. You may be saying those type of statements. I'm sorry, like my mind's going somewhere else now, because I feel like for someone out there, someone may have broken up with you, and they may have done it, kind of shitty by text. They didn't do it in person, okay? I feel like you've been hanging on to that energy forever. Too long. And this could be your mother, it could be your grandmother, but I feel like it could be Mother Earth, it could be anyone who loves you. But there's an energy of you being stuck in that. Listen, I don't feel like, I'm sure you love this person and all that, but I don't feel like this person is soulmate energy at all. Doesn't mean I couldn't have loved them. Of course you can love them. We can love anyone. Anyway, I feel like the energy for you is, it's time to move on from that. Okay? It's just time to put it to bed. Because it's like justice there for you, blocking your positive growth. Well, no, it's not justice blocking, it's you blocking that. But justice saying, I can't let you into the Ten of Cups. I can't let you on that path yet, because, you're nowhere near ready. You can't be looking down, but you want to go up. Right? You telling me you want to go up, but you keep looking down. So I can't let you on the path yet. Not refusal. Temperance. Patience. You know, heal thyself, heal thyself. Again, we are the big liver, you know, we can regenerate ourselves. Heal thyself. Okay. I hope this doesn't sound like a preachy type of reading. Sometimes I feel like they're way too preachy. But I don't think about it. I'm going to say, just let it come out. Here's the Empress again. Wow. You know, I feel like if this is you've lost your mother, this is about good thoughts. Good thoughts. Keep the happy thoughts. Smile. Smile. Okay? That's what she wants, smiling. She wants you to think pleasant thoughts. You know, it's funny because, you know, listen, you know, I lost my son. So I know how hard it can be. And then on the other hand, I know just from my spiritual journey here that they're not that far away. They're there, and we're gonna be with them again. You know, it is not about us always trying to connect upward, right? But they're always connecting downward. So it's not really downward, you know, but they're always helping, whether we know it or not, I guess. I don't know. I don't know what my point was, except just like, baby, don't keep mourning about me. Don't keep mourning. We have the Knight of Pentacles. And, you know, the one who may have someone broken up with you in a kind of shitty way, you know, it's clearly mothers want to come out here. This loving, nurturing energy wants to help heal, right? So you can move, but it clearly at the same time, it's showing me that some of this you have to be able to heal yourself, or you've got to let it go. Much of it was karmic. And once that lesson's been learned, you don't have to learn it again. But if you don't learn it, right? Because if you refuse to look at it, that lesson will come back. Maybe not this lifetime, but it will come back. Your soul requested it. I know you don't feel like that. I know that. But it's a fact, at least in my world. And, you know, when we accept that, it just makes life so much easier. It really does. Nothing is forever. Just for now. So, I mean, hello. I have the Knight of Pentacles coming from the Empress now. And to me, that all day long is guardian angel energy. Some of you now know who your guardian angel is. You now know. And she may have had Scorpio energy. I do feel like you know, again, whether it's your grandma or your mom, because some of you may be a grandma, and she may have been very spiritual. I don't mean religious, I mean spiritual. She may have helped to expand your mind in that area where maybe other people didn't really talk about so much. What do I got here? I have the Hermit. Look at that. I have the Lovers. So, you know, if you believe me that this is your mother's energy or your grandmother's energy, I hope you can see, you know, I don't know. To me, it's just like so clear because your guardian angel coming through the energy of the Hermit, right? That's the energy of healing thyself. And it's the energy of, I almost feel like, I don't want to say preacher energy because it's not. It's the energy of being able to share my experiences as I emerge and to help others. So I become the beacon of light, for others through my own experiences. We all have that, you know, we're all that. When we go into hermit mode, it's not a bad thing. You know, I mean, isolating and doing nothing is not hermit mode. Hermit, we're seeking. We're seeking our spirituality. We're seeking connection. We want to know how to live better in this 3D world. This is what we're seeking. And emerging, right? And as you're seeking that, I clearly can see, again, this female energy helping to give you spiritual awareness, to be honest. Now, one of them is the lover is touched. So I see this all the time, where mothers and fathers and grandmothers who have gone help bring in a connection. Well, they're not going to bring in any Peter, Paul, Mary, right? They're going to bring in a connection. They want to make you happy. Kind of already written now, but this is more about the guidance to get to it. They're helping you get to it through awareness. This is connection. With that, I have the 9 of Swords, and I have the 6 of Wands. Are some of you having, maybe you're having dreams of a loved one, and you're having a hard time absorbing that. But I feel like when you're waking up, okay. If you are, I feel like what's being said is you have a way to control that. Like right before you go to sleep, think happy, 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 happy. Happy, 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 happy. I have no doubt what I want will come. I have no doubt. Temperance is our raw energy here. In due time. With patience. I'm being directed. 10 of Cups is here. It's telling me it's mine. Right? I had the 2 of Wands. This is the beginning. This is willing to step into the journey. Queen of Pentacles is saying, don't forget about all the details, though. There's little details that you're missing, and I feel like for some of you, they're signs. They're signs. It's paying attention to it. Queen of Pentacles, just so you know, for those who maybe haven't had the confidence to start business, this Queen of Pentacles is showing up for you in the fact of, if don't fear that energy. This is, Queen of Pentacles is a great business owner. I mean, I'm one, but that's not why I'm saying that. It's just, she is. She's a great business owner, and she can really grow a business, right? She can start it at the ground and build it up like no other. And it's solid, okay? It's solid. So some things do need a plan. And some things we go and it's about just moving into, right? So maybe it is about making these plans, right? With these 9s, make a plan to then move forward. But, I don't know. This is a time to pay attention to your intuition. No doubt. Okay, back to this. So I have the 9 of Swords, which is unnecessary worry. I'm worrying about the wrong things. I'm worrying about things that don't even exist. I don't want to create them. Do I? Do I want to create my worries? No, I don't want to. Maybe I'm worried that that's what I'm doing because I'm stuck in this negative pattern. You're not, so to speak. I feel like there's also awareness of where you're at. So, it's not like you're just throwing thoughts into the universe. I feel like you're, like the love from above, understanding, but, movement. Anyways, 6 of Wands over that. Well, hello, it's victory. It's victory over my anxiety. It's victory over my depression. If nothing else, this is healing one's mind. And that's all you've been asked, is to heal your mind, right? But it's healing over it. And who knows, with that, you have this connection on the other side of the Lovers. Well, to me, and that's all that matters, is who's reading, is their participation, their perspective of it, like what I'm feeling right now. So I'm reading for the collective, let's put it that way. Anyway, it's the connection, there's worry. Maybe you're worried you won't have this, right? Maybe you're just worried that someone will never come to you. You'll never get to them. And by the way, there's a lot of movement on your side. So this isn't a time to sit and wait for things to come to you. This is a time to put action in to guarantee they're going to come to you. You know, just release how it must look. That's the thing. Don't put demands on how it must look. You have too much guidance here. Just trust in the divine here is what I'd say. This is about trusting in divine. Stop worrying about it. You know, remember that you're a soul. You're eternal. This is just a blimp right now. And I know, that's just like, what? You know, how I really look at life now is, I think about when I pass and how everyone's going to want to hear my stories and my experiences. And, you know, and I really don't want to say anymore that, well, I didn't do anything. Yeah, I didn't have a whole lot of bad, but I didn't have a whole lot of good. So, yeah, that's my life. You know, I don't want to be that person. That soul. I want to go home with stories. That's why I'm taking a chance in my love life. You know, I'm not comfortable, but I feel it. So, anyway, I think I'm going to leave your reading right there. A lot of this is about you, and a lot of this is about the help that you're receiving and being open to that. And I don't think there's just a few people where we have mothers and grandmothers. I feel like this reading, because we opened with about the well and how we are healing each other, we as a collective. So I feel like these are all of our grandmothers and great grandmothers. And, you know, I was feeling before your reading too, and I feel like this is more for you. Some of you may even want to research your grandmother, your great grandmother, even your mother if you don't know that much. Research and ads, because I feel like you're going to find like some really exciting kind of like, whoa, grandma, like that's really cool. And it may give you a real sense of pride, you know, because, hey, you know, here they are. All right, and there's definitely a message here that your mothers and your grandmothers are your guardian angels. You know, that many have now taken that place of your guardian angel. Maybe once they passed, right, they've now stepped in. Your guardian angel can change all the time. But here, this is who's taking the lead right now. Okay. There is a beautiful connection ahead. It's here. And all being guided again by this female energy, guardian angel energy. So, you know, your Ten of Cups is here. And again, I'm seeing the moon like pop out again. So I'm releasing of like how it must come. Because your guardian angel knows, right? Knows really what's in your soul, you know. So I just release it. I'm going to. I know that. I'm just going to start. I get it. I get this. So I'm going to release. All right, my loves. I'm going to leave it there. I want to thank you so much. Just for being with me all the time. For those who keep coming back. Anyone's new, I'm so happy you're here. Yes, my readings are long. I know that. But it is, you know, it's how I love to do it. And if I lost my love for it, then I wouldn't do it. And I know that. So, you know, I guess you either love me or you hate me. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that. Because I love you. Okay, guys. Have a wonderful month of September and August. And I will see you soon. Bye-bye.